Hi, friends. I'm Scott Giles, and welcome to Power Talk, my podcast here on Facebook Live and YouTube. I cover topics related to spirituality, hypno-coaching, and the hypnotic arts and sciences generally. If you want to know more about my professional work or sign up for my free e-newsletter Power Lines, check out my website, which I'll tag at the end of this video. Today I want to expand upon a comment made by one of my favorite time management gurus, David Allen. He said, "You can never get enough of what you don't really need." Now that sounds pretty puzzling, but what he is pointing out is that you really don't need the approval of other people, but if you think you do, and if you seek it, you will never be able to get enough to satisfy you because there will always be people who want more or who want different. Trying to please other people is, in my opinion, a fool's game. It's a fool's game because the moment you try to do it, you have handed over all of your power. It's something that we sometimes see in organizations, especially, although not exclusively, in churches. If a group tries to please all the members of the group, the result is that all power is handed to the least cooperative members of the group. All they have to do is refuse to go along, and everyone else must dance to their tune. The amazing thing is that when one is trying to untangle such a situation, you often quickly learn that the people in the situation don't really respect the holdouts who are refusing to budge. This will usually continue until someone asks, well, why are we trying to get the approval of someone we don't really respect or like? And then things might get better, but it takes a long time before someone asks that question, if they ever do. One of my beloved Stoic philosophers said, "If you are ever tempted to look outside of yourself for approval, realize that you have compromised your integrity." And I have found this to be true in my own life. Growing up, I, like all children, hoped to get the approval of the significant others in my world: parents, teachers, older kids, the popular crowd at school, and so on. If, and this is a huge if, those people were well intentioned, things might have gone well. They want to show the way and take satisfaction from the success of others. However, very often such people are not well intentioned. They might simply be indifferent. They care about how they feel, not about how you feel. Or worse, they may resent you for some reason or for no reason at all. A lot of people simply resent the success of anyone other than themselves and are always looking for a way to tear others down. When we ask successful and obviously fulfilled people about this, we find that they all pretty much say the same thing, that the only real validation comes from yourself. You simply can't get it externally, as you never know what to make of what others say or do. They may praise you, and that's nice, but people tell fibs all the time, or they are avoidant and perfectly willing to tell you what they think you want to hear. Of course, it's always nice when people around you signal they approve of you and what you're doing. Everyone takes a measure of delight in that, me too. but don't over-focus on it. So how does one seek self-validation rather than trying to get what you don't really need? Well, here are some things that have helped me. The first of these is what ancient authors typically advised. Look to history, your ancestors. Immerse yourself in the stories of other people who have faced issues similar to your own. Draw inspiration from them, and the very fact they inspire you means that your unconscious mind already recognizes the similarity. If what you are doing tracks what your intellectual ancestors did, accept that as validation. There are some churches where young people ask WWJD, or what would Jesus do? The idea is similar. If you're doing what you believe your religious hero would do, you're on the right track, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Second, examine your childhood experiences, especially those situations where you felt invalidated. Ask yourself what should have happened instead. Be realistic, but also fair to yourself. By imagining what should have happened in order to be fair to you, you are providing a corrective to the desire to experience approval from others within the sanctity of your own mind. Finally, find some way to self-soothe. When things are tough, be sure you have some mechanism to calm yourself and restore emotional balance. My spiritual life does that for me to a large degree, but I'm also willing to just chill out, turn off the damn computer, and read a trashy novel. So think about how others in the past have handled difficult situations that parallel your own. Imagine a life where you were treated more fairly, as that will pull some of the pain out of your recollections and self-soothe in some way. You'll be glad you did, because then you will stop trying to get validation from others, which you don't really need. Hey, thank you for your time and attention today. I'll be back next week with another talk on a different subject, and I'd like to invite you to join me. It does help me if you let others know about my work and my videos, so please like, share, and subscribe. And if I can be of help to you, feel free to reach out through email, my website, or my Patreon channel. Have a great week.